Hello, my dear friend. This is Dr. Samuel Kisseadoo in Virginia. Let's talk about a sensitive topic, which sometimes we don't want to discuss some of these. But as I do extensive counseling, it's an area, one of the areas where women suffer a lot, but they suffer silently. And it's not the best. It doesn't glorify God. When you are given a gift, when you are given an opportunity, you use your wisdom, your tact, your skills, your strategies, and all that you can to be able to make the best use of it, optimize the best use, the most profitable use of it. And we have to do that. God has given us relationships, and given us sexuality, given us marriage, given us children, given us spouse and family and friends. And we must take good care of them so that when we give an account to Him, we will not be in want, we will not be ashamed. Our ministry is Fruitful Ministries International Incorporated. We are an evangelistic and teaching Christian ministry, working with churches, groups, communities, organizations, and the rest of them. So contact us and we'll be in touch with you. If you need counseling anywhere, you call us. I'll give some numbers at the end and we'll put you in touch with a trustworthy person to help you. Let's talk about foreplay in lovemaking, human sexuality in marriage. In marriage, please. Sex was created by God for marriage. There are some things non-negotiable because that is what the Almighty says. And He has stated in His word that sex before marriage is sinful. So if you have a problem, have that problem with God, not with me or somebody else. Sex was for marriage. So I'm talking to married people. Foreplay. I was talking to a woman the other day, and she was literally crying because the previous night they did it, and she said, I felt raped. This is a woman and a husband that have even a daughter who has had a wedding. So they are not children. See, in all these years, the man should have mastered skills to make the one have sexual fulfillment, because through that human beings come. And we seem to have neglected the area and left all kinds of people to post all kinds of things on the internet and talk about it anyhow. People without experience and people who want to exploit the opportunities to sell pornography and the rest of them. It is because the man didn't do any foreplay. Okay. There are the quick ones here and there, it's about to go to work and, he feels it and wants to, and it is part of the marriage process. The woman should understand sex is a necessary need for men, enjoyment for women, but in the process of fulfilling the need, they enjoy the men. And the woman too, here and there, both must take initiative, but the man is the initiator and the woman is the responder. That is not what we are going in details now. But foreplay, why is it important? Number one, it prepares you, especially the woman, for the activity. I'm a biology professor, you see, but I won't do too much biology, so don't get scared. This is not the time for that in this video. The importance of foreplay. You see, clean hands to places you agree should go decent. Don't pull some things from the internet and practice on your spouse anyhow. You see, let's be very, very careful about that. God gave us good things, but there must be holiness, purity, and decency. Respect your spouse enough not to do all kinds of practices as an experiment in the lab, please. So it prepares the woman. They are hot plates that heat up slowly. The men are gas stoves, like light bulb, switch on, switch off. Okay, it prepares the woman. And the woman should give some suggestions Because sometimes the men don't know, they don't understand the physiology, the working of the organs and systems and chemicals of the body. Okay, number 2, it grows the intimacy, the closeness, and the friendship in the relationship. If you just jump on the woman like a hawk catching chicken, or like an aircraft which is lost somewhere in some forest and is finding a landing strip and goes anywhere, anyhow, and lands king. Don't land like that. Let it be cordial. In fact, in the Bible, in 1 Corinthians and chapter 7, verse 5, it talks about mutuality in agreement. Okay, so that if it's not even going to be done, it should be by agreement, which means it must be done by agreement. But the women, please. Sometimes you just don't want it. Because you don't want it. Sometimes you're upset. You don't feel like it, and it's not important to you, and the man needs it. So then he tries not to force you, but he's trying to fulfill a need and say, hey, it's raping me. It becomes a weapon. And some are as serious as calling the police. I've seen cases where the police will come to the house and said, my friend, your wife says you are troubling her, so can you go out and be somewhere for a while? Ooh, when you love each other and decided to marry peacefully, what is this? See, that is why I believe the word of God and prayer, when you have it properly done together and you discuss things, you don't cheat each other, communication is wonderful, all these things will work out without a woman calling the police because her husband wants to get himself satisfied and is raping me. Oh no, we can work things out, can't we? If you agree, smile and shake your head. Say yes, we can. Grow in intimacy and friendship, closeness through the foreplay process as the hands move here and there. And then you'll be talk about sensible things, romantic things, expression of love, and all the rest of them. Not so much details. That is a different video. Number 3, it is entertaining. The whole process of the foreplay and these activities and how you go about things is entertaining. It doesn't make the thing too legalistic, too formal, too rigid. It's like a necessary duty. Yes, it is. But don't make it cut and dry and cut and dried. What I'm using the right terms. I would say be romantically playful and playfully romantic. You see? So when you're playing with the person, you can feel some vibes. You can feel that the lover is playing with me. And when your hand is also doing things, you do them nicely in a nice, decent, comforting, loving way. Not like you're operating tools or a machine. Please. Entertaining. So it prepares the woman. Number 2, it grows intimacy and friendship. Number 3 is entertaining. Number 4, it makes you master the sexual skills, mastery of sexual skills. So you get to know things in the process of the foreplay as you talk and behave and do stuff. It makes you also know some things. It makes you master the things. When you go to the kitchen and the food is prepared, all you do is warm it in microwave. What do you learn? But when you're preparing it, you add this. Next time, add a little bit of this more. Cut this smaller size. And cut this, and pour this, and steam this. You master skills. Okay? We don't just go pour water. Put meat. Put this. Put that. Boil. Ooh, I'm waiting for soup. You do some things here and there, and a little bit of something, Okay? Number 5, it enhances or promotes the fun. You make it fun too, and the sweetness of the entire process of lovemaking. It promotes and enhances, so that you don't feel dry. He comes, he's tired, and he feels something, or there's something to be done. Then he within 2 minutes, he has entered the castle with a armor car. finishes and is lying by the wall and going, snoring. That's not good. One man was asking, why is it that the men, when you finish, you just fall asleep? It takes a lot of energy. It involves all the systems and chemicals and stuff. But sometimes decide that when I finish, we are going to chat. The woman wants you to chat, talk. Sometimes even the head in your bosom, and you cuddle her and talk a little bit. But always, you are so much the governor of the whole world. Running around, making all the money, always a breadwinner, never soul winners, coming to people, and then you come and you go, whoo, and land, boom, boom. And then you finish within 2-3 minutes, and then, sleeping. That's not good. That's not good, my brother. See, repent and change your ways. Make somebody happy. The woman to who use sex as weapon and punishment and things, it doesn't please God. It's a hindrance to prayer and blessings. Don't intentionally use it to punish your husband. That's another topic. Number 6, it has a special flavor. Foreplay has this flavor and joy and special sweetness. If you do it well, you see. But if you are going to do some kissing and it's going to go like you are eating pizza or some African kenke or I was telling some African food called abolo, take your time and do things well, nicely, decent. Okay, what God made, He made us, and He put the ideas there. What is decent and nice, take them and do it well to glorify God. And earn credit so your spouse will respect you. Don't do it anyhow. Don't be selfish. Think of your partner. Do it in a way so your partner enjoys too and gains some profit. But you think only of yourself, The same thing we do in use of money, in buying things. You go to places and he's enjoying with friends, and I went with you. I'm just sitting down. And you are just chatting. I don't have anyone to talk with. Let's make you comfortable and this and that. Think of other people. Don't be so self-centered. And typically, if it's marriage or courtship, make each other happy. It's a decision you have to take. You're always thinking of your agenda. I'm busy here and this meeting and that one and this one. They are more married to professions and ministry and entertainment, married to their radio and television programs, married to their research, married to their music and their law courts and their accounting, and they are married to their construction things, their transport, and you're preaching and you're teaching and this board meeting and the next board meeting and their travels, and I'm a pilot and I drive this limousine and I do this, and they are married to these, not their spouses. Don't plan all these things before you think of family. Family first, then you plan things around your family. Plan things around your family. Time for your family. You can do it if you decide it's important. Okay, so foreplay, okay, has this flavor, joy, and sweetness. There are few instances where, like I say, a little bit of afternoon jump, flight by night, just for the road. But experts said 1 week, no matter how many times, there should be a very good sex time for a husband and wife. And there's no fast, good sex. It doesn't exist. You have to take your time to do foreplay, talk, discuss, let the woman be aware. No woman will just jump and say, hey, when I have no idea it's going to happen. Because they are so domestic and the rest of them. And the men are just crossing their legs. Some do well. But there are a number of us, we just sit and expect things to happen. It doesn't happen that way. Don't just be in a relationship or marriage fulfilling your feelings without thinking of my pleasure, my welfare, my interest, my needs, and my feelings too. Okay? Number 7, it promotes the importance of the act of sex in marriage. It makes you prepare. Let me ask you, did you ever go to take an exam you didn't prepare before? When you want to drive, you just get up, have a car, do, then you kill people around the road, fall into a ditch. Don't you prepare by having a driving lesson? Don't you do this? Don't you prepare for anything important? You do. Then why don't you want to do a very good one? Really good one, you make the time, you agree and you are doing. Why don't you prepare for it? First of all, making the time, agreeing, talk and discuss it. It's not a rigid thing because sometimes the feeling just comes, So it's not carved in stone that it's Monday, then Wednesday, then this is only a guide. But if you don't prepare, especially the woman, the way God made us, there is a difference. The woman must be prepared for a good one. See, all these lubrications and the rest of them, God created them. See, it's our sinful minds that make us mention a little bit of this. Hey, you're spoiled. Even when a woman finds some nice ways of doing some things, not filthy ones, or she tries to, bring some words and do some acts of the body, and the rest of them, the man, hey, where from this? You are spoiled. As if you are becoming a little immoral. So the women just stay there like that. And typical some of these conservative men, and they use religion and scripture and this and that as self-defense for their lack of enlightenment. And you marry them and it is tough. They are not romantic. You see, sometimes the whole year he hasn't even hugged you in front of the children. Doesn't welcome you at the door. You see, it's a crisis, You see, romance is attitude towards a lover. You see, and women in particular are ear people. When Adam said, bone of my bone, women became ear people, and the woman was brought naked. So we are eye people. You see. But don't take someone's daughter just to have children, be a breeder and a helper, a cook, and this, follow me to the party. Yeah, that's my wife, showing off. And you are not being flexible. You are not being loving. You won't sit by my side either when I'm bathing a baby or when I'm carrying a baby or when I'm in the kitchen or doing anything. You're always computer and my meetings and my special gadget and my car and my counseling and my preaching and my meetings and my what is it and on the phone and what is this? Are you married to these things or married to your spouse? So the love making becomes a problem. You see, you spring it on you. There are cases where the woman is cooking and I have the feeling, whatever it is, leaves the food. It happens. You see, and do it moderately too. Let's stick to the subject, foreplay. Okay? Prepare, it prepares. Number 8. Okay, number 8. Foreplay prepares the overall sexual activity of the couple, and it promotes the entire sexual life of the two people. In other words, the whole of foreplay promotes the entire sexual life of the two people. It makes them know each other. It becomes fun. It prepares their minds and hearts. They are drawn to each other's romantic mindset, and they feel they are doing something together, not one person doing it to satisfy himself or herself and going away. A lot of women don't take initiative because the men, they make love on their terms. Unless he is ready, it will never be done. You see, that's not good. You see, women don't take too many steps of the initiatives, sexual initiatives, otherwise it loses the meaning. But from time to time, she has to learn to do that. There are signs and symptoms you can put in to show it has to happen. You see, I was telling people, I used to spend time with a friend in London, England, and he used to wait on the Lord in the living room. So it means the whole night he will not be in the bedroom. And I happened to be there. I was in my visitor's room. They were nice, good friends. And there was one evening when the woman was going to sleep. And I was with my friend talking, and he came and stood there and said, I'm going to bed. Oh. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I said, my friend, the way she's talking, can you discern? Do you discern it? It means she's giving a signal. You better go today, do your assignment, and come and wait on the Lord. Don't use prayer and waiting on the Lord as an excuse not to do another will of God. Otherwise, your prayer will not be heard. I said, go your family first. Go and do your duty. Okay? And the men too, signs and symptoms. From time to time, the women understand, we can come up here and there. But don't let it be a habit. A term you use on the phone, something to indicate in the morning that there will be rainfall tonight. And this one and that one, please do. But don't be married to everything else. And he's busy with making money and entertaining people and getting involved everywhere. Then when he comes home and finishes eating, and this thing is there, and just gets up. It's just like, some food by the roadside. It's not ice cream by the roadside. You see, when I say you prepare for the thing, going to a restaurant, especially because you're going to eat there, is it the same? Even the dressing. It's not the same as, ice cream man. How much is that? How much do you sell this for? Things being sold by the roadside. Don't treat your sexual life like that with your spouse. It's not good. You see the children in the house, they came through that. You see, every human being you see came through that. Let us take it as an important part of marriage and make the time for it, and be humble enough when your spouse is directing you and instructing and telling you what to do to make him happy or her happy. Please listen. You see, and don't think it's the money that's important. It's the building that's important. We are building. It is the conference that's important. It's the preaching. It's the convention. It's my laying hands on people to get healed. It's the crusade. And it is the Parliament House and the Congress and the Senate. And my transport is what matters. And my computer and this. And I'm flying here. And I'm going here. And I'm coming here. And it is the research that's important. Don't do that. All of them will pass away. But the love making with a spouse, the only thing you are taking to heaven, your family. Husband, wife, children, everything won't get there. Except that. Pay attention to them. And the only means by which human beings come. Let's take it serious, pray about it, and be discussing it. And listen to each other. Man, learn the feelings and thoughts and physiology of a woman. And women learn how men are and agree on what works for both of you. Don't be comparing your marriage with people's marriage anyhow and their sex lives anyhow. Take inspiration, learn from people, find out what works for both of you, and take foreplay very serious for good love making. There is no fast, good love making when you want to do it very well. God bless you. You can call me in the United States on 1-917-741-0643. 1-917-741-0643 for cell and WhatsApp. Email is kisseadoo@msn.com. kisseadoo@msn.com. Dr. Samuel Kisseadoo. Use Dr. Samuel Kisseadoo to search for my books on Amazon.com. You get some Kindle versions on trust, 20 signs to show a marriage is falling, how to detect, how to deal with it, how to prevent it. Then another book on love, genuine love. Genuine love. What is not love? What is love? How do you make someone feel loved? Expression of love, definition of love, all kinds of things about love. But most of the books, if it's in Ghana, West Africa, go to challenge bookstores. Ghana call 020-812-6533. 020-812-6533. Ghana code is 233. So 233-20-812-6533. In the center of Ghana, Kumasi, call 0275-353-802. 0275-353-802 to get the books also, or programs, or counseling, okay? So 233-275-353-802. I have a broadcast on Joy 99.7 FM in Accra, Ghana, Saturday mornings, 5:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. Hope for your family, 5:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. by Dr. Samuel Kisseadoo. You can get it anywhere across the globe, across the world, using myjoyonline.com. myjoyonline.com, and go to live radio. I have 3 Facebook walls: Dr. Samuel Kisseadoo, then Dr. Samuel V initial in the middle, Kisseadoo, and then Reverend Dr. Kisseadoo, Kisseadoo. Okay. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord strengthen you. May the Lord keep you and help you to have a good sexual life in a good, blessed marriage, which you give an account of and be a blessing to society. Then you can teach your children to continue your legacy of love, unity, and romance in family, not just money and cars and buildings and other things. And remember, legacy is not just what you leave, L-E-A-V-E, what you live, L-I-V-E. The kind of living will produce good legacy. God bless you.